America, I mean, Oakland's not the only city, but here in America and here in my own city, we have what looks like refugee camps. And so there are many things we have to do differently. And there are 5,500 people living on the streets. The majority are black, so there's a racial equity issue. Secondly, a large percentage of people living on the streets are working. They're part of the working poor. Okay? So we have to build more affordable housing and deeply affordable housing, which means Measure W is coming, the county. It was in litigation, millions of dollars for housing and for our unsheltered population. Believe you me, if I'm the mayor, I'm going to get a seat at that table quickly and say, Oakland wants its fair share of Measure W funds. Also, so we have to build more housing, but we also need to look at how we're dealing with the homeless population. I know part of the priority is to make sure we address people on the street who have been on the streets longest, but we also need to deal with people who are just recently home. Recently either evicted or have become homeless. Because once you're out on the streets after a week or so, that's home. And then you have a family that comes. Then you have a community, and then that's an encampment. So we have to do something on the front end also. And we have to have the services, the consistent mental health, drug rehab, transitional housing, and housing. Right now, we need case management along the way for everybody. And we don't have that. It's not seamless. And also, we need to make sure that people who are on the streets, who are working, that they know that we're working to get them sheltered. A lot of them have children, and we don't do the outreach properly. And so I want to make sure that we do the proper outreach and expand the services, but we need to reset our entire policy and program. Also, we need to look at other communities and what they've done. Now, we can't do pilot projects, but I can bring in investments for some pilot projects to determine whether or not it works in Oakland. For example, I've looked at Portland, Oregon. They have a large unsheltered population. They have a program called Glitter. They pay unsheltered people to clean up the blight, okay? They also provide, that's their job. So financial assistance is the main predictor of cracking this issue. That's right. They also provide the support services, transitional housing, so it's a seamless kind of approach. But they have found, and you can Google it, Glitter, and I've talked to the people, that about 70% of the people found permanent housing. And so we have to look at universal basic income. We have to look at a new way to deal with it, okay? So I'm up for looking at creative ways, financial assistance, but it's gonna be hard. It's a challenge because so many people have been out there for so long. You have drug dealing, and it's home for so many people, and to get people to leave home is hard.
Are there places available for them?
Not enough, but there are places, there are vacant places that need to be converted. And I'm looking at the city garage downtown, and I've called out and I said, you guys, what's going on with this garage? I know for a fact in Savannah, Georgia, and in New York, they've taken city garages and converted them into affordable housing, and I don't know why. So there's a lot to do, but we need more affordable, but we need more deeply affordable housing for people, because the affordable doesn't hit on somebody with 2 kids making $30,000 a year, Yeah. The county, that's the other part of it. We have to have a strong partnership.
Yeah, because it's not Oakland's fault completely.
No. We need a strong partnership. Yeah. And I will definitely have my seat at the table.